Zale Automotive Review, and today we're going to talk about filing your tax, your 1040, before the July 15th tax date. Now, the first thing we're going to do is just go through some general ways of how to do this, just to get you motivated so you can do it. So the first thing we're going to go to is how to file. Now, due to stuffing and issues, processing paper tax returns could take several weeks longer. So they want you to stay with the e-filing. So you receive your refund within 3 weeks of the date when the IRS received your return. Even faster if you like to have it directly deposited. Now, if you mail a paper form, it can take 6 to 8 weeks to process your return. So it just depends on which one you want to use. A lot of people are going to use the e-file. So you click on here, and then what it's going to do, it's going to tell you, it's going to lead you in this direction, just filing free with the IRS. Learn more about free filing, and to use a free tax return preparation site. So we're going to learn more about e-filing. This will tell you about the income limitations and what form you can use. Now, if you're making below $69,000, use this one. If you're making above, use this one right here. And basically, when you go in here, it's gonna when you click on this one, it's gonna take you to the lookup tools. And it's the different companies that get you to fill out your 1040 for free. So you choose which one you want to look up. Now, you can use the lookup tool to help you choose an offer. So we'll click on lookup tool, where you put your age, your estimated gross income, your residence, are you eligible for earned income tax credit, did your spouse or your spouse in the military, and then when you hit submit, it's going to take you. So let's put our age being 25. Let's put 40,000, and let's put your residence for filing for your state, say Connecticut, earned income tax credit, and then you click on here to find out what the earned income tax credit is, and do you qualify. So you have to be under these thresholds. If you have no children and you're filing head of household, in order to get the income tax credit, you're gonna have to make $15,570. Now, if you have one child, you have to make $41,094. If you have two, and then if you have three, so if you're married, you're going to probably be in trouble, because if your wife is making 15 and you're making 15, you're not going to qualify for this earned income tax credit. And so basically, if you don't pay attention to this, you're going to get a kickback, and I believe that kickback is going to be on number 9, where you're not going to be able to fill out your form. It's not going to accept it, so you're going to have to keep following these. You got to make sure you reach these, don't pass these thresholds. Otherwise, don't put nothing down for number 9. So let's say we put say we put 15,000. And then let's just say yes. Just spouse and say no. State, Colorado, we can hit submit. And then it'll take us just which product we want to use. Do we want to use TurboTax, TexAct, Online Tax, OLT, H&R Block, our free federal returns only option, now 1040 now. These are different ones that you can use. So it's up to you. So regardless of what you do, if you do pick 1040 now, you have to answer certain questions. And you can say start here. And basically it's going to establish a secure connection. And then you go and you enter the this personal information here. Get your text message, whatever verifies you, and then it'll lead you to the forms that you need to fill out. And follow those guidelines, and you won't get no kickbacks. But if you do get kickbacks as far as the 1040 forms, let's go back here and let's look at the went to the file, and suppose you have questions. So right now the IRS office is not open, so if you do call, they're not answering the phone because of this pandemic and stuff going on. So you go to file. Now if you want to go and look at the 1040 form, and which is right here, and you want to go to 1040 instructions if you have any questions. So you click here, but before we click there, this is the content, filing requirements, line instructions, filing status, and these are the numbers that apply, and the pages that'll lead you to answer your questions. So these so you're gonna have to follow this. It's gonna be a lot of work, and it can be tedious. But this is just line instructions for the form. So go here and take your time. Fill out these questions. Fill out the questions. Come back to this to get your questions answered. And it'll show you what you need to do to reach certain thresholds. Step 1, do you have a qualifying child? It'll tell you what the instructions are. If you meet these instructions, then you do, but if you don't, you're going to get a kickback and you're not going to be able to fill out the form correctly, and you're going to have issues. So just take your time. It's going to take some time to go through this. Indeed, and so you're going to want to have this form up and just on the side, because you're not going to be able to call the IRS with any questions. So we'll leave that PDF up, and we can go back here and actually click on here, and we can actually look at the go back to the 1040 form. We'll just look at the general outlay of the 1040 form. We'll go to the PDF, and this is a 1040 form, and these are the different questions. And so when you get to these questions, if you have any questions about any of these line numbers, go back to the PDF instructions, and you'll be able to find. See, this is a long document, but it covers all of it. Line instructions, Filing status, married jointly. And as you go through it, now suppose we have a question with number 9. We have to find a corresponding spot, and we scroll down until we find it. If there's an issue, you can also look it up on the you can also search your PDF. Let's see. Let me see this, searching the PDF. Let's look. That's the download. Let's look and see. Rotate. Bookmark. Customize. Let's see how we would do that. Magnification. Grammarly. Let's see. What I would do, I would download this form, because once you download, I think you should have a box where you just type in anything that you want to type and you'll go to it. But if you can't type anything, you just go here to the table of contents, and if you have any questions about text and credits, you just go to the particular line and it'll lead you to whatever your question is, and it also leads you to the line number that pertains to this question. So, and this will be very, very helpful too. So let's say if you have a question about, say, line number 9, you go back to the form, and you know that line number 9 is about standard deductions and itemized deductions. So we would go back to the form, and you can go back to the glossary. Let's see where we can find general information, filing status, income, payments, amount you owe, let's go see if we can find standard deductions and itemized deductions. So you keep going down. Step 5. Line 2A, 2, 3, 4. And you keep going down until you get to 9. And when you get to 9, you'll see we're line 6 right now. Now line 10, line 9. And in most cases, your federal income tax will be less if you take discharge. Now, to figure out your itemized deductions, fill in Schedule A. Follow these guidelines, and it'll lead you to your proper answer, and this helps you with number 9. And just make sure you follow the flow chart, because the whole form is like a flow chart. And make sure you do reach that you're underneath those thresholds, and if not, then you wouldn't qualify for that particular deduction or whatever that line number is. And this is AO Automotive Reviews. This just helped with the 1040. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something from it. Remember, share, like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.